small, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in small, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless
Ok, bonjour. Hop. Baisser un peu le son. Ah, je peux le baisser encore là. Hop. Ce sera mieux. Hop. La scène. En vrai, il fait peut-être assez clair devant. Pardon. Hop. Ok, bon, j'ai ouvert ma fenêtre parce que bon. Si je vois qu'il y a trop de tracteurs qui passent et tout, je vais fermer. Ouais, ça va. C'est froid comme couleur, mais ça va. Ok, bon, j'ai plein de trucs. Qu'est-ce qu'ils me veulent?
Whirling snow.
Il a disparu. Là. Très bien. Très bien, très bien. Bon, j'avais déco ici, je faisais des petites quêtes journalières une fois, puis je déco. En ouvrant ça, j'ai vu j'avais ça. Bon, c'est des récompenses. Parce que j'ai pas joué depuis un moment. Oh, faut que j'appuie dessus. M'en fous. Ok, c'est un événement.
Let the magic begin.
Ok, il donne Linette. Merci.
Let the magic begin.
Bah, merci. Liné, Yilan, Linette, Pénet. Voyons ce que fait Liné. C'est un arc, je crois, qui se joue. Hop. Oh. D'accord, c'est comme...
Step right up. A round of applause. Now disappear. Let's get this show on the
Ok, je
road.
vois, c'est comme Ganyu, mais en pyro. Bon, il est fort. Il est fort, il est fort. Ok. Bon, Yelan, je connais. Bon, je vais faire quand même pour la récompense. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah oui, du coup, j'ai... Linette. Annonce. Bon, il y a eu quelques matchs depuis la dernière fois que j'ai joué. La dernière fois que j'ai joué, bah, c'était en 3.8, l'événement. Ah, j'avais dit que je poulerais un peu pour avoir Linette et Bennett. Mais en fin de compte, ils nous donnaient Linette.
So this is
Ah, j'avais fait les codes d'échange et tout. 100, 200, 300, 600 primo, merci. « 600 primo.
life of the traveler.
Bon, j'ai eu quelques spoils de... On fout ça. De l'événement, forcément. D'accord, c'est ça. Enfin, de l'événement de la mage. Faut la faire tout de suite. Oh. Je joue sur PC. J'ai déjà joué sur des plateformes cloud gaming. C'est-à-dire plateforme de cloud gaming. Attendez, je vais regarder juste pour être sûr. J'ai des touches qui bug. Oh, c'est genre ça. Non. Ah, pour moi, cloud gaming, c'était genre... Ouais, moi je dirais que non. Est-ce que je joue depuis le launcher Je ne sais pas ce que sont les... Ouais, je vais mettre ça. Je vais plus lire avant. Les jeux que j'aime bien jouer. Ça. Ça. Ah, RPG. Monde ouvert. Ça. Ça. Allez, c'est pas. On paye Star Rail. C'est tout. Tac, je vais remettre ça. J'ai déjà joué à ça. J'ai déjà joué à ça. Bon, forcément, j'ai déjà joué à ça, j'ai déjà joué à ça aussi. Mais il y a très longtemps. Au cours du mois dernier, non, que League of Legends. Pas joué à Minecraft. Si, j'ai joué un peu à Minecraft. Ah, j'ai joué, c'est vite dit. Non. En ce moment, je regarde Avatar, le dernier maître de l'air. Bon, c'est plus un dessin animé qu'un animé. Moi j'ai vu rien de tout ça. Ah désolé. Je regarde souvent, je suis des VTubers, non. Je consulte régulièrement la communauté lien avec les animés, non. Acheter des produits dérivés d'animés, non. Je fais du cosplay, non. Je regarde souvent les produits dérivés d'animés, non. Je suis comédien double, non. Non. Ah. En vrai, forcément ça. Ça. Je dirais. PC... Ah non. Le cross-platform, je m'en fous. On va dire style graphique, important. Le gameplay. Le modèle d'économie du jeu. Avantage en jeu. Moi j'ai découvert Genshin Impact. Bah en vrai, je me rappelle plus. Publicité à la télévision. Y a pas de pub Genshin à la télé. En France du moins. Comment j'ai découvert Genshin? Je me souviens même plus. Je sais que le jeu venait de sortir. Et que du coup ça a fait un petit brouhaha. Tout le monde y jouait pendant un temps. En vrai je vais mettre Twitter. Moi je mets beaucoup d'attrait. Enfin beaucoup de... d'importance à l'histoire. Celle des... C'est bien non? Ça te fait une faute? Y'a pas un S là? Tiens j'en remets un. Non. Un perso. C'est peut-être ça? Oh je sais plus. Je vais laisser ça. Ça j'aime bien, ouais. Les modes de combat et d'action j'aime bien. Parce qu'en fonction de ta team tu peux... Illustration ou vidéo de personnage. Thème et conception du monde. Hop. Collectionner des personnages. Combattre des monstres dans le monde vert. J'adore tuer les gens. Ah, j'ai le droit qu'à 5 réponses. Jouer les quêtes d'histoire des personnages. C'est dur. Comment ça que tu peux choisir que... Je fais les quêtes principales forcément. Oh, attendez, je vais tout enlever. Enfin, ça, je vais garder. Ça, forcément. Améliorer les personnages. Bon, c'est un peu chiant sur Genshin. Les quêtes du monde sont un peu chiantes. Je ne prends pas de plaisir à jouer actuellement. Visiter les différentes villes, ils sont intéressantes, en effet. Combattre des monstres, voilà. Ça, c'est bien aussi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, allez. Hop. En long terme. Voilà. Tout ça pour plus avoir de points d'exclamation, c'est fou ça. Ça me perturbe. Du coup j'ai eu ça. pas fini. C'est loin d'être fini. Je deviens fou.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Apparemment, il y a plein de gens qui veulent y aller.
Busted.
Ils lui mettre quoi comme stuff? Bon, c'est son arme. Emblème de destin brisé. Oh. Ouais, moi je m'en sers. Là, c'est ouais, pour t'en servir en tant que main DPS. Moi je m'en sers plus en tant que sub DPS.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Du coup, quand je fais mon ulti, ça augmente les dégâts de mon ulti, je crois. Et ça augmente aussi les dégâts de mes autres personnages.
Gotcha.
Je crois que je fais plus de dégâts sur les. Sur le truc du dé.
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Quitter. Bon, je viens de récupérer un drop. Oui, les drops sont activés. Je l'ai pas marqué sur. Bon, essayons Linette. Qu'est-ce que ça donne?
Over here.
Ok, ça se bat l'épée.
Oz reveal that out of the frying pan. Be amazed. Surprise. Yeah.
Oh, elle est pas mal en sub DPS en vrai.
Zip on up. Surprise. Cue the spotlight. Rain cutter. Over here.
J'ai eu un succès. Très bien. Et Bennett. Bennett que j'ai déjà joué mais que... J'ai peur de faire un pool et d'avoir un 5 étoiles.
Get out of here. Out of the way.
Je crois qu'il se fait toujours mal entre guillemets quand il fait ça.
Get out of here.
Merde.
I'm going in. Off we go. Get out of here. Take cover.
Oh non.
Booba, get them. You're toast.
Witness the power of
Try not to.
teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Nice and
Il y a de nouveaux succès faciles à avoir apparemment.
Come a little close.
Yeah. Everybody stand back. Get out of here. Out of the way.
Bah salut. Hop. Oh, il fait tout noir d'un coup. Le soleil s'est couché. Ça va, ça s'entend pas. Après, c'était pas un gros tracteur. Ça, c'est quoi? Quête de personnage, ok. Ça, c'est quoi? Nouvelle zone, ok. Nouveau boss. Ok. Ça s'entend un peu quand même. Faut être obligé de... Chier. Ok, là j'ai tout regardé. Bon, je vais fermer ma fenêtre.
There was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness.
Hop, je m'en fous. Est-ce qu'on est toujours à 150 crédits? 160. Ouais, c'était ça. Ok, je prends un petit peu un simulacre d'eau. Mais j'ai pas beaucoup de primo. Hein. Nous, allez, il y a d'accord. Et là, nouvelle quête. Hop. Alors ça fait 20 minutes qu'on est sur le jeu. À peu près. On n'a toujours pas fait. On n'a toujours pas bougé. J'ai jamais fait ces trucs là. C'est tout nouveau, non? Je sais pas. Ok. Bon, voici ma team. Ayaka Yelan. Nomade, je m'en sers juste pour l'exploration. Sans quoi, là, faudrait que je mette un buffer. Ou un sub DPS. J'avais up sucrose. Puis finalement, j'ai up gin. Mais finalement, je sais pas. C'est ça la morale de l'histoire, c'est que je sais pas. Donc je suis là à Sumeru. C'est nouveau ça? Oh. C'est où Fontaine? C'est que ça peut-être? Attends quoi? C'est pas possible. Bah merde. Bon, il y a mes quêtes quotidiennes. Comment ça, il y a 8 couches là? Enfin 8, 3. Est-ce que le son du jeu est assez fort en fait? J'ai pas regardé à ça. Bon, normalement ça fait... J'ai pas touché au réglage.
Take flight.
Ocho.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Ok. C'est bien la quête principale là.
Good old caravan rebot! Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we... Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has
Voilà,
already
ça fait tellement longtemps qu'on l'a fait que je m'en souviens plus.
And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long
Ah, lui vient de Fontaine.
time.
Ça se voit son
And then
recette.
Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find her, come to think of it. Maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Ah, look who it is.
Ah,
Running into you
Tia.
in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of, but never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking? Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I get bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we...
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to...
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. What?
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Mais il était louche là, le marchand de Sumeru. Enfin, le type de Sumeru là. De Fontaine. Il est toujours en forme géo mon perso. On est où là? Ah, on est sur la pointe de la nouvelle zone, ok. Est-ce que je peux y aller en deltaplane là? J'aurais jamais assez d'énergie pour aller jusqu'à là-bas. Il y a un bateau ici. On va s'arrêter là. Invoquer la barge. Hop 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 hop. Allô. Waouh, ils vont être durs à trouver eux. Couleur bleue comme ça. Bah super. Et viral, d'accord. Oh, ça s'ouvre pas. J'imagine que c'est en haut. T'es qui toi? Bien. Personne, t'as même pas de nom. Ah tu veux me montrer de en haut là, non? Ah je m'éloigne du truc. Où c'est qu'on va? Mais c'est hyper long. Allez la statue. Sur un pagé. Waouh. Ah. C'est un peu plus grand, non? Ou c'est moi qui ai halluciné? Ah oui, c'est l'événement. C'est pour ça qu'il n'y a pas de dialogue. Ah oui, maintenant je peux aller sous l'eau. Oh là là, on verra ça plus tard. Waouh. What? Je ne sais même pas où je dois aller. C'est parce que je me suis pas arrêté là-bas au port, peut-être. Ah ouais, c'est là-bas que je dois aller. Super. Je peux pas le dire avant. C'est quoi ça? Des espèces de gros canons, hein? Je sais pas. C'est ce qui contrôle les portes. Etienne Rena. C'est là où je dois parler?
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port! Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines! Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn... So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him.
I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his fate. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened.
Really? Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that and as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely
Neuvillette.
just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Ça me
As
fait
well
avec
as
les
the
Anglais.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's late. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically...
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not...
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon...
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described... Wait!
J'ai vu un truc passer,
The Hydro Archon...
Yeah, I suppose
comme quoi que les
you
gens
could say that. Perhaps you
détestaient
could even say our
la
mascot.
voix, l'attitude de Furina,
Hang on.
de
This is still
l'Archon,
Fontaine's Archon you're talking about.
de l'Archon,
You should
Archon.
show some more respect.
Les gens sont allés jusqu'à
Yes, you're right.
envoyer des
Yes,
DM
I
à la
should
doubleuse et tout.
Come
un truc de fou.
on. Sure, there's a lot of flaws here, but
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at... But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Alors juste avant d'aller là-bas, je voudrais passer... Ah oui, ils ont changé. Oh, c'est stylé de fou. Ah ouais. Hop. Je vais mettre lui.
There's still a long road ahead.
Et je vais le passer en hydro. C'est juste pour un succès. Bon, il y a eu le succès sur toutes les... Tous les statues là. Ouais, j'aime bien en bleu.
Go!
Voilà, c'est tout. Mais je crois qu'il devait supprimer le temps de chargement aussi. Du coup, normalement, je mets Layla. Non, elle est marrante aussi. Je sais pas quel perso mettre en sub DPS. C'est ça qui...
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Ouais, c'est stylé, c'est stylé. Après, je sais pas dans les nouveaux persos s'il y a des trucs qui peuvent m'intéresser. Si, je sais ce qui peut m'intéresser. Zongli. Prochaine bannière. Qui a d'autres? Shogun Raiden qui devrait arriver sur une bannière. Mais mon delta. Mon glider c'est pas mis en route.
Hello there.
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you...
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to me. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop the...
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with... And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, but now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it...
Sorry.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you...
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Ah, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We just arrived
Paimon
in
is
Fontaine.
Paimon.
We were just talking with your sister.
Okay.
Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact,
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at...
seems you were right, Paimon.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water...
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been... Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no... Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have.
Oh, all right then. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the opera house to meet the Hydroarch.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the opera house later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Ok. Oh, ma pauvre Leila qui s'est écrasée comme une merde.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina...
Hein. Electro. Elle a l'air stylée.
So, she's the Hydra?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration, if you don't have one. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me
Les deux yeux
is
sont
the
différents.
most sensible thing to do. It will
Ça me
allow
perturbe.
you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Oh ça là. Mais c'est Furina.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into... You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything
Celui qu'on a
about
croisé
you.
à Somméron.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that...
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike, you may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between my...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is...
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere...
Oh, yeah, she's right.
On Aranias, Criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see, then as the god of
All right.
Right. This is Fontaine, after.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Wait, precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you'd... I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition...
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy.
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for every...
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
T'es sûr qu'il prépare un truc.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can...
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's an...
C'est vrai qu'elle est dure à comprendre.
Just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think so. Now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of... And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and in the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people...
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But... in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. As a magical item, these magic pockets have...
Oh! Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? Now, if you'd like to help, then please give...
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy.
What?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story says that people once lived in the ocean. As time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. So, if you ask me, when the water rises...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being...
Bizarre ce truc. Etienne.
So you're the blonde traveler that... Oh, a magic pocket? See, thanks. Please...
Comment elle s'appelle? Galatée.
I don't want that thing. Life is all about
Okay.
living in the moment.
You should still...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change...
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine.
So, you want to collect materials?
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some romaritime flowers.
Les fleurs romaritique.
I can't wait to give her my
Lecture.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Ok, faut utiliser l'élément hydro dessus. C'est quoi ça? Marcotte. Ah bon. Bah elle est toujours morte.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like...
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her?
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discuss. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's red!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps you two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right.
Ouais, du bras, je reprends pas l'ascenseur. Bon.
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Anyway, I should be going.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. And
if you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it
Vous savez qu'il a un peu la même coupe qu'Albedo, non?
What a slippery little thief!
All right, let's put this little
Prenez l'aquebus.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around!
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with...
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, Well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's...
Ils ont un peu amélioré les expressions des personnages.
To be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave.
Ah, je crois avoir reconnu, c'est Charlotte. Je suis plein de leaks d'elle.
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Linny? And is this...
Hello? I don't believe we've...
Rio. Ouais, c'est ça.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Journaliste de l'Ouest
Nice to
Otapère.
meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I did. Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be...
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topic. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are... Oh, I just remembered! I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably if I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally... Oh! When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago, and ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common, but the scariest part, is that to this day, none of the many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be...
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Quand je vais à la
Please don't
table.
imagine that, Lenny.
Sur mon cas, ça fait pas. Ça y est, 21h, il fait noir.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Oh la vache. En vrai, c'est beau. J'ai laissé un peu la musique du jeu. Mais je les trouve un peu molles. Ils auraient pu mettre une musique plus épique pour la présentation de la ville, quoi.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The rest...
I have an interview to get
you. I should get going before I'm late. Okay. Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have... What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have...
Sure. We wouldn't mind at all.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities.
Bon, faut que j'aille là-bas. Mais je veux d'abord aller choper ça.
Choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy.
C'est où? Lofi. Il y en a, ils ont des prénoms... J'ai vu des posts de certains prénoms des PNJ. Louis, ça va. Charlène, Olivier, Manet, Stella. Ça va. Mante. Contaré. Aroué. Cours de Fontaine, jonction.
Take it easy.
Estelle. C'est que à Fontaine ou c'est un peu partout? Ils font quoi? PV pourcentage. Attaque pourcentage. Libérer une compétence élémentaire augmente l'attaque de 12% pendant 15 secondes et accorde un engagement vital d'une valeur équivalente à 25% des PV max. Cet effet pourra être déclenché lorsque l'engagement vital disparaît, l'attaque. Oui, bullet. Maréalgue. Cristal de condensat. Ok. Bon, je vais me promener un peu pour... Quartier lyonnais. Ah bah il y a Catherine.
Add Astra.
Du coup je peux lancer des expéditions à Fontaine. Bon, pour l'instant je débloquais que ça. Bon, je vais remettre fin Rosanne ici. Kishinobu. Milan. Bon, tu sais quelle est cette foutue statue? Il est stylé, lui, on dirait un mousquetaire. Dueliste mandaté. Ok. Si ici, y a pas un coffre caché. Ah.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Bon, ouais, c'est... La ville est trop... à la verticale, quoi. J'aime pas ça. Enfin, je trouve ça chiant dans l'exploration. Que là, tant qu'on n'a pas les trucs en termes de hauteur, on sait pas où c'est. Et surtout que je ne sais pas comment monter, vu que j'ai pas de carte. Je vais aller voir l'inné, tant pis. Eugénie. Ouais, ça va, il y a des prénoms très français et d'autres un peu moins.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have...
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose... Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal...
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just... Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets.
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Ok.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear in
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps... When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very... Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry, it might be because we've... It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting...
Was there something you needed?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of...
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that... Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont... I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative.
No trouble at all!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think.
Oh, no need, no need.
Bon, du coup, c'est...
Take it easy.
C'est... Comment elle s'appelle? Eugénie. C'est ça?
Helen?
Oh, hello there.
Estelle.
New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh, no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their...
Wow. So...
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's...
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its...
Well, it's a little complicated, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials...
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the... When a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was... But... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy...
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Mumusia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Coverage?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished...
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you! Northland Bank...
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to... Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
You're mine. Shouldn't let your guard down.
D'accord.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand. Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a... But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me.
Maybe you losing control of your vision.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always... One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. Because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared...
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to pun. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she...
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident, but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I
Oh. Sounds like...
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
What? More work for the North...
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of
Official champion duelists?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal and the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has... So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value...
So, do many people actually get out of their trials?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a... Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have the...
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again.
Whatever gave you that
That sneaky guy. He said he's been... Well, since we don't... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? J'ai bougé mon téléphone et ça bug. Il est toujours connecté? Ouais.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. The whodunit's here and... It's so exciting to reach the moment when the... Oh, sorry about... Hey. Should've... Lily said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aqua Bus!
Par où je dois aller? Je vais suivre la poussière. Tire d'or. Hein. Ah, il y a un ascenseur encore. Ah non. Sylvie. Ah si, encore un ascenseur. Récupérer, diminuer. J'ai fait ça quand? Elle est où la statue? Elle est là. Ah, une quête du monde. Bruno. Oh, le chien! Oh, what the fuck? Alors, c'est là-bas.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The
Elfan.
boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Aranias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese. If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? On dirait les bugs dans Assassin's Creed. Et tu ressembles à quoi toi?
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any
Une
forgotten
espèce de
items to
chien
lost and
renard
found,
rose.
the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Bienvenue à Fontaine. Bonjour. Petit point de TP. Merci monsieur. Oh, des canards. Ok, il y a d'avoir des nouvelles énigmes. Il y a une vieille.
Take it easy.
Un chien. Bon, forcément, ça tourne beaucoup autour de l'eau. Les fontaines, tout ça. Oh, il est trop stylé le chien. Poilot. Je vois qu'ils se sont permis de mettre quelques jeux de mots. Corneille.
Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as...
I guess if there are, kid, then there's no doubt.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Bâché.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here.
Lynette! You scared Paimon?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see. I might be able to tell you something. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing of...
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon...
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense... Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If he
Rather than worrying about them, we should. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Oh, right.
Ok, allons le voir. Véleda. Gravier. Ouais, ils se sont pas trop fait chier pour les prénoms. Moniotte. Platine. Cholio. Irimia. Navaï. Je regarde les prénoms parce qu'il y a des trucs très drôles. Vimer. Vimer. Herbier. Non mais. Luzerne. AF. Je sais pas comment tu prononces. Ah, oh, c'est stylé. On dirait les gros palaces à Paris là.
Good to see you.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We felt
I can tell, but you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved you.
Ooh, front row seat.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's
Yeah, we'll just go to our seat.
Ah, pas la classe Lilan en plus. Même Ayaka. Hein. Bon, chez Nobu, un peu moins. Elle est stylée, mais à sa façon.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Tué.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. You little...
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what...
Oh! So you heard all of that, did you? Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also...
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would...
Oh, so you're not friends with Linney, then. Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tavad. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce my...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor...
Wait.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur... Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for... I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she...
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a...
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the High...
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience...
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Wonderful, l'ont traduit en indispensable. Au lieu de merveilleuse.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a...
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods...
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh?
Okay.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
C'est stylé. C'est vraiment très stylé.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you, but our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention.
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside.
C'est pas la
but no need
voleuse?
to feel nervous.
Elle a la même tête, non?
We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what
Et l'opéra,
strange
ils font des
things may happen,
procès
don't come out of
spectaculaires.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up?
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little fast. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough...
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Well, come on, repeat after me.
60! 59! 50!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going.
54? 53? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40! 30! Mr. Linney, are you alright in there?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double checking the It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong...
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it's 25!
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you move.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my...
19!
It seems things aren't quite going... It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be 10 seconds and change is still plenty.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4!
That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Oula.
Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial...
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before!
I know the truth. I can see through the whole... I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an...
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is... Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing...
That can't be right! How can Linny do that? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! We can even hear his voice! Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances! He couldn't possibly mean...
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates?
I just think that he... Well...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's...
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more... That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know, but with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what...
It wasn't a
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial isn't... Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well.
D'accord, j'ai pas le choix.
The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate this. Linny and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a
Linny!
Sorry about everything that...
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing...
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think good to hear? Thank you so much for trusting.
Je suis sûr que c'est la fille. La fille pour moi c'était la voleuse qu'il a essayé d'arrêter.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you.
You have good taste, Lynette!
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed, but with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Since we're going to start investigating,
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving,
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our trick... 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, but if revealing our secrets will help you uncover... We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate this...
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here.
Bon. Ah, c'est pas fini.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hard. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you...
Ok. Bon, bah, on fera ça demain. Demain matin, si tout va bien, je peux stream. Du coup, on fera ça. Bon bah voilà. Ça commence assez bien. Il y a quelqu'un qui est mort, ça commence bien. Je comprends pas les gens qui disent que... qui n'aiment pas Purina. Elle a un côté très théâtral. En vrai, ça va. Je m'attendais à pire d'après les tirs des gens, mais ça va. Elle est ok, moi j'aime bien. Très théâtrale, très arrogante. En vrai. Hop. Donc là je vous mets le lien de YouTube. Toutes les rediffusions sont disponibles. Tac, et puis Twitter. J'avertis mes lives sur Twitter. Voilà. Bon bah on a bien commencé. On a fait le retour sur le jeu. Qui m'a valu 20 minutes, une demi-heure de rien faire, juste cliquer sur tous les points d'exclamation. Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait? Bon, on a été à Fontaine, c'est tout ce qu'on a fait. On a essayé de visiter un peu la ville, tout ça, mais bon. On a quand même pas mal de trucs à faire. En ce moment, sur Honkai, pour donner un peu de news, je farm. J'ai beaucoup de farm à faire. Je farm pour Kafka principalement en ce moment. Je continue d'up. Là, je cherche des reliques. Et en plus, pendant une semaine, là, il y a un événement où tu as 3 cavernes de la corrosion qui sont doublées. Alors du coup, je farm. Je farm. Je recycle tout ce qui est nul. Je réenchante. J'ai eu une orbe qui est bien. Dégâts de foudre, j'ai eu pas mal de sub bonus, pas mal. Je cherche toujours un bon lasso. Je veux des meilleures lunettes. Je cherche un nouveau torse. J'attaque pourcentage. Et je voudrais chance de coup critique. J'ai 3100 d'attaque dessus. Mes lunettes sont pas up et j'ai pas de bot de up. Les bots, je voudrais attaque pourcentage. Je voudrais bien avoir des artefacts avec de la vitesse aussi. Mais bon, c'est assez compliqué. Je crois qu'au bout d'un moment, je vais en avoir marre et je vais dire, allez, tant pis, je prends ça. Mais je voudrais, même si j'ai pas de vitesse, je voudrais mettre un truc genre full... Enfin... full dégâts. Slash... vraiment gros burst, quoi. Avec des dégâts critiques et tout, des coups critiques. Ça peut être pas mal. Et je pense mettre Sampo dans mon équipe. Avec beaucoup de chances d'appliquer les effets. Vu qu'en fait, donc il va appliquer les tailles de vent. Et Kafka, avec sa compétence, fait des dégâts de... Donc applique ses dégâts, plus les dégâts que l'ennemi subit sur la durée. Donc c'est très fort, tu peux monter à des taux de dégâts très forts. Bon, ça me ferait 3 persos de l'annéalité. Mais en fin de compte, c'est Kafka scale avec des persos de l'annéalité. Donc ouais. Et l'ouf d'argent c'est l'annéalité, mais c'est ajout de faiblesse, enfin réduction de stats des ennemis. Donc c'est fort. Donc ouais, là je suis en train de farmer pour ça. Je suis en train de farmer pour Kafka, après je m'occupe de l'ouf d'argent et de Bailou. Puis le pionnier à la fin. Je suis même pas sûr de le faire. Parce que du coup, vu que j'écore beaucoup de jade, je vais potentiellement pull Dan Hang / Inhibitor Lunae. Voilà. Destruction imaginaire. Il est pas mal. Je crois qu'il consomme pas de points de compétence, il me semble. Ça a peut-être été modifié depuis. Mais bon, voilà. Sur ce, on verra ça la prochaine match. Il y a eu le live. Il va y avoir Dan, enfin, Libitornay et Fuxan. Swan qui est dégâts quantiques. Enfin, ouais, un perso quantique. Moi j'ai déjà l'ouf d'argent. Sachant que j'ai déjà Kafka Bailou de foudre. Si je mets en plus de 2 quantiques. Après, c'est un perso de préservation, mais qui met pas de shield. Elle applique des bonus de réduction de dégâts à tout le monde. Donc ça peut être intéressant. Bon allez, je vous remets les liens YouTube et Twitter. Et je vais aller coucher. Je vous dis à demain matin, si tout va bien. Et puis sur ce, bah bonne nuit. Ciao ciao.
It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation.